I'm here in the Huawei Pavilion at Mobile World Congress, and we're talking to Paul Michael Scanlon, who is the president of Huawei Consulting, and we're here to talk about video everywhere. So what are the trends this year? What are we looking at Mobile World Congress?
Good morning, Mari. Thank you very much for the introduction. So what can you expect here, trends from World Congress? Look, I think still one of the hottest topics is still about video, all right? We see around the world that somewhere between 45 and 60% of all data traffic is video. So this is not just a latest trend, this is a trend since predominantly the smartphone was launched.
And continuing to grow.
Correct, yeah. So there are 5 behavioral aspects that are changing the world, really. One is, we call it roads, real time, on demand, all online, do it yourself, and social, right? So they're quite complicated, but the key to all that is it's video. And the reason video has become so important is probably because of 4G. So consumer behavior changing, and also 4G. 4G allows better streaming performance of video content, but also the uplink in video in LTE is particularly good. So that means the content doesn't come from the content provider originally. The content now comes from everybody, and that's the real-time, all online, social aspect. So video is exploding.
Yes, it is. So what do you think has changed between last year and this year, beyond the fact that the networks have improved? From a business opportunity standpoint, what is video enabling?
All right, so I'd say 2 years ago it was very difficult for operators to understand how to monetize video. So Huawei, or maybe the industry, coined a phrase called video everywhere. But let's give Huawei's perspective. What do we mean by video everywhere? We don't just mean that video is on a small handset and on a PC or a tablet and also on the big screen. That's one component. Okay, that's the video entertainment component.
That's what the consumer sees.
That's what the consumer sees. But what's more important today really is about video as a communication. The most important thing with especially carrier aggregated LTE, and now you're asking what's new, 4.5G, which has now become standardized since last December, that now enables operators to really have video communication, either telepresence on a handset or one touch and half a second later I can see you and we can have a real-time video conference.
Right.
So that's the second component. And the third one is the vertical industry, because all the industries, particularly safe or smart cities, so safe city is all video driven, of course. The second component is all about e-health. Everything in e-health has a significant amount of imaging, real-time imaging, robotics, distance, and the third one is education. So you have all these from government, government-led initiatives, but they're all in these 3 vertical industries. So that's what Huawei means by video everywhere. And what we're trying to help operators, and that's what's different this year to last year as well, is how to make money from these 3
areas.
Right?
How are you driving new revenue streams out of this in each of the different, but for each of the different verticals, what are some of the new revenue opportunities that you're seeing?
Correct. Yeah. So that's the objective. That's Huawei's objective. Look, the industry forecasts somewhere around $6.2 trillion by 2020 in these vertical markets. And the 3 industries that are hot are particularly e-health. Okay.
Right.
The next one, if you look at from an M2M or an IoT perspective, which is the other new thing that Huawei's launched here, then it's all about not just smart meters and things like that, but it's really about waste management, because that's about $700 billion industry. And the third one is energy. So of course everybody is keen to connect all the meters and things. In China we have programs to connect all the pets. There's 105 million pets. Look, 105 million objects, you connect them, that's a lot of money, right? There's a lot of opportunities there.
There's a lot of opportunities to find, yes. Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope you have a great rest of your show.
My pleasure. So, if you can ask all your readers, please come and visit Huawei.
That's right.
Somewhere around 4,000 to 5,000 people will come and join us. And the key message this year is all about collaboration and sharing and openness. So that's why the stand this year is significantly different.
Yes.
That's why we have our partners here. So you'll see at each stand, not just Huawei, you'll see 10 stands with our partners. So they're our customers. You'll see ecosystems, so they're the upstream and downstream providers. Anybody who can make money from the telecom industry, we have invited here to show how they do it together with Huawei.
Right, and you show them how to make more money and drive more revenue.
Look, it's about sharing. If you share the benefit, the whole industry improves. And that's what Huawei's realized over probably the last 3 or 4 years.
And it's not just about the network, it's about figuring out what that business opportunity is.
All about business.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.